Well, interesting news today. Blackmagic Design has released their version 1.3 of their Blackmagic camera design app. And it's actually got some really cool and interesting features in it. So let's get into it. So there's clearly some bugs, but there are some improvements. Like if I just switch on my little Shimbol monitor over here, which is probably the best budget monitor I've ever bought, and I just show you the latency. So just using a simple, lightning cable, I can get a video feed out of the app and it will connect. It connects very quickly, which is great. But previously the latency between this kind of setup, if you're using an iPad and you want to use an external recorder, which is very handy, the latency was pretty bad. But now the latency is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty quick. So, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with what Blackmagic's done there. I don't know how they've done it, but they've done it. Some other things that they've added in is obviously this focus control. So if we go into our focus and we turn off automatic, you'll be able to manually focus. You'll be able to select points of focus like 0.1, 0.2, and 0.3. And then you'll be able to set the time duration of how fast you would like that rack focus to be, which is pretty cool. So kudos, Blackmagic Design. Great improvement. The only problem is with an iPad, it doesn't work. It might work with an iPad Pro, but on a standard like Gen 9 iPad, it doesn't work. The features are just locked out. I just like the fact that I've got better monitoring tools out, because for me, if I'm screen recording, I'm never screen recording on the actual device. I'm always going out to a recorder monitor like the Shimbol or an Atomos or a Blackmagic Video Assist. And they've also added 48mm lens support for the iPhone 14 Pro and 15 Pro, which is really cool for iPhone users. And smoother animations when switching between landscape and portrait. So, okay, let's check that out. Just seems like an iPad experience or an iPhone experience. What else have they added? Faster project listing in the media tab. Okay, so if we go to the media tab, wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Look at that, nice big icons. This is our camera roll, obviously. We can obviously send our stuff up to the cloud, which is not new. We can delete clips, which is nice. We can sort by date, location, clip, time, scene, shot. To me, this is just reminiscent of using any Blackmagic camera. The more features they add, the closer it comes to just replacing the Pocket 4K as far as I'm concerned. Obviously not this, because it's not shooting footage as good as an iPhone 15 or 14 Pro, but the cameras in those devices are exceptionally good, and that's just undeniable now. What else have they added? Name, reel, scene. Well, that's all in here. Being able to name your clip, your scene, your shot. That's like any Blackmagic camera experience, which is good. And the general performance and stability has said to be improved. Now, this is where I do not agree, because unfortunately for me, because I'm using this, if I go back out to my camera and I try and add a Bluetooth device like my headphones, I will go to settings, I'll go to audio, and the app crashes. And there's just nothing I can do about it. So Blackmagic, if you see this video, can you please fix that? Because not everyone's using an iPhone. Some people enjoy using devices like iPads. I find it interesting that they've announced this just before NAB. Again, it's just further clearing the slate away for a potential DaVinci Resolve 19 edition and potentially a Blackmagic Video Assist update, a Ursa Mini Pro update, most likely to be the 4.6K model, which is now probably their oldest camera. But look, NAB is what? Days away. And they have a counter clock running. It's going to be very interesting to see what they announce. And if you're interested in tech and news and old cameras and new cameras, then consider subscribing, and I'll see you most likely before the end of the week. Bye for now.
Swipe up, tag your friends, like and subscribe, comment below. If I make this follow, don't let this flop.